Nearly $200 million in New York's opioid settlement fund money has gone out to communities across the state, supporting a variety of programs for treatment, recovery, harm reduction, and prevention services, all aimed at combating record-high drug overdose deaths in recent years and helping those impacted by the opioid and overdose epidemic. The $192 million given out this first year is part of more than $2.6 billion in legal settlements secured by New York through its lawsuits, accusing drug makers, distributors, and pharmacies of knowingly flooding communities with opioid pain pills, which ignited an addiction epidemic that has killed more than 31,000 New Yorkers since 2014.
We have been so committed, and I worked on this as lieutenant governor, to making sure that we have the resources to give the people who are the experts, the counselors, the advisors, the life coaches, the doctors, the nurses, who can help people find a path forward. And I'm so proud because a lot of these programs are important, but they haven't had the resources they need to really ramp up and be impactful. Proud that we can announce that New York has officially made available $192 million through the state opioid settlement fund. And that goes directly to helping those in need.
Data from OASA shows a record 6,300 overdose deaths in New York State in 2022, with opioids involved in more than 3/4 of those deaths. In addition to funding treatment, the state is also working to use settlement money to expand services, including adding mobile units to help reach rural areas and people who may have trouble accessing treatment, bringing services directly to them. The state has also taken significant steps to expand access to free naloxone, as well as fentanyl and xylazine test strips. You can also hear about some of the newest initiatives and services available here in the North Country, including the first public health vending machine outside of New York City, offering free Narcan, that's been set up in the lobby of the Saranac Lake Police Station. And both Alliance for Positive Health in Plattsburgh and St. Joseph's Addiction Treatment and Recovery Centers in Saranac Lake are adding new mobile units as well to get out into more rural communities. You can watch our latest Mountain Lake PBS Community Forum on the overdose epidemic that we hosted last week. You'll find it on our website and YouTube channel. Just a reminder, we are also hosting a screening of the documentary Our American Family, about a family torn apart by addiction. You can reserve your tickets now on our website to see it Wednesday, December 6th at 7 p.m. at the Strand Center for the Arts in Plattsburgh. And we are pleased to announce the matriarch of that family, Linda Garrity, will be our guest and join us after the screening for a discussion about the impact that addiction has had and still has on their family. While on our website and YouTube channel, you can also watch our interview with Bethany Teitelbaum, who lives in Essex, New York. Bethany has started a fund in her son Andrew's memory to raise money to show another critically acclaimed documentary, The First Day, in schools throughout the North Country. It features former NBA player Chris Herron, who hosts assemblies in schools across the country to talk to middle and high school students about the dangers of substance use and addiction.
After I lost Andrew, and the huge toll that this takes on families, I needed to do something. I wanted to help other families here in the Adirondacks. And there's a beginning to addiction, there's its progression, and there's its end. And it was important for me to focus my efforts on the prevention side. So cut it off at the head before it progressed. And I wanted to do something that would prevent other families from going through the unimaginable loss of losing a loved one. And I thought prevention was really where it would be at. So being up here in the Adirondacks, I thought this is a great region for this, and I wanted to target my efforts to high school kids, junior high and high school kids, because that's where you can educate them about the disease, and that's where you can start with the prevention efforts.
Bethany has also started a fund through the Adirondack Foundation to help harm reduction and prevention programs in the North Country. You can learn more on our website or the Adirondack Foundation's website. Look under their funds for the Addiction, Education, and Prevention Fund in remembrance of Andrew Knifer. That fund will provide grants to nonprofits and school districts in the Adirondacks to help support addiction education and prevention efforts, as well as mental health initiatives.